Let us continue with our discussion on technical analysis. Basic idea of fundamental analysis has been given. It will be discussed detail after covering the technical analysis. So now we are going to learn some detailed aspects of the technical analysis. It is believed that share price is based on market demand and supply. These forces in turn are influenced by many fundamental psychological and emotional factors. Means whether the demand of the product or equity share or security will go up or not, or that will depend upon some fundamental idea about the price movement, some psychological factor, and also some emotional factors about the company's equity. So all these factors you cannot quantify, but they are embedded in the market sentiment among the prospective investors, and that sentiment is reflected in the market price through demand and supply. So that is the peculiarity of the market price formation. Combined effect of these factors are reflected in the share price that we have already discussed. It believes that share price movement of the past repeats in the future also. But we have mentioned in the previous lecture that technical analysts always believe that price moves in a pattern. So whatever pattern happened in the past, that will be repeated in the future. So if we can analyze the past price movement pattern, we can predict about the future price movement. And this particular work is done by the technical analysis experts. Now, what is the basis of the technical analysis? The basis of the technical analysis is popularly known as Dow theory. Dow, the name has been given on the basis of the person Charles H. Dow. He has published his article in the Wall Street Journal in the year 1900 to 1902, and there he has highlighted about the technical analysis. It has been established that the stock price does not move at random basis. So Dow theory has proved that stock price never moves at random basis. What do you mean by random basis? Random basis means one price movement is independent of the other. So many people in the past were thinking that price movement has not one price movement is not affected by the previous price movement. So each price movement are random and independent. But Dow has broken that concept in his theory published in the year 1900 to 1902 in the Wall Street Journal. And from that, he has established that price pattern analysis can help us to predict about the future price. And this analysis was basically the technical analysis. So, first person to support this analysis or develop this technique is called is known as Charles H. Dow, and on the basis of his name, the theory is called Dow theory. Now, how the price moves? According to Dow theory, the price moves in cyclical pattern, ups and downs. But if you analyze those patterns, you will get three types of movement. First one is called primary movement. Second one is called secondary movement, and third one is minor movement. So let us see what is primary movement, secondary movement, and minor movement according to Dow. First, we are considering primary movement. Primary movement is long-range cycle that carries the entire market ups and downs. So basically, it indicates a trend pattern, means whether the price is moving uptrend or there is a downtrend, and this is a long pattern. Usually, it indicates the price movements of more than a year. So, this is the first or main movement of the price. It is followed by a secondary movement. Secondary movement is just opposite of the primary movement. So if primary movement is rising, the secondary movement will be falling. The falling means the share price cannot rise forever continuously. After a certain period of time, definitely there will be some correction in the market, and in that case, secondary movement will come and it will just reduce the price to some extent. Then again, if it is uptrend, the price will start rising. This opposite can happen in case of downtrend. If the primary movement is downtrend, then the secondary movement correction factor will halt it and there will be a certain rise in the price, and after that again down movement will come. So just opposite of primary movement is secondary movement. It is actually known as correction movement. So primary movement is change and secondary movement is a correction of the change. In addition to that, there will be lots of ups and downs in each day. So these each day ups and downs are called minor movements, and it is basically considered a day-to-day fluctuations of the share. It is also important for speculators who want to make a very short-term gain from daily fluctuation of the share price. So let us see the primary movement. Already we have given you some basic idea. So just recapitulate the points stated here. Long-term trend rising or falling. It lasts for a year or more. Uptrend is bull and downtrend is bear. So these two terms we have not used so far. Now we are using it. When the price long-term trend is upward, it is called bullish trend, and when the long-term trend is downward, it is called bearish trend. The bullish trend, actually this particular name has been come from bulls. When the bulls runs, they always keep their head down towards the earth, and after going to the object which we will attack, then suddenly he raises his face or head and attacks him by his horn. So as he suddenly raises his head, which was looking at the earth, it is called bull trend. The bear is also an animal, but he has just opposite trend. Bear has a tendency to take anything from upside to the downside and then uses it for satisfying their hungriness. So their trend is always to bring down the object from up to down and then use it. So from this particular concept, perhaps the bull and bear concept has come. Whatever the case may be, bull means uptrend, bear means downtrend. So this trend is interrupted by some opposite rallies which we have mentioned is secondary movement. So bull trend is primary movement is considered as major market change. It is represented by a trend line which can be expressed by using the famous regression concept of statistics. Now we are going to the secondary trend reaction. It is opposite reaction of the primary trend. That means in case of rising trend, it will decline, so declining, and in case of bearish market, it will show rising. So actually, it is making some correction in the maximum movement that we have observed in the primary trend. So question is how much correction is made here. Actually, the correction of the price movement is one third to two thirds. When it is more than 50% correction, some people confuse this correction as primary trend. And normally, the secondary trend lasts for a period of 3 weeks to few months. Few months means 2-3 months like that. So finally, we are going to the minor movement. Minor movement is daily intraday movement, no implication in the long-term forecasting, and short-term investors manipulate it to make some profit. So Dow theory has is based on the three types of movements, and we have got an idea of the three types of movements. In addition, there are some hypotheses of the Dow theory. So we will continue with our technical analysis with some remaining portion of the Dow theories in the next lecture. Thank you.